How's it going, YouTube? I'm FacecamNever, and welcome back to Dysfunctional Systems. This was a really fun game. I had I had fun editing it the first time, so let's just pick up where we left off. Where Winter has told us that alcohol tastes like piss. Words of wisdom. Take notes. Well, I wouldn't know myself. I've never tried it. What? You've never tried alcohol? No, piss. Pretty clever, sir. Pretty clever. This is great. That's a good start to jumping back into this game. This isn't the best until you get used to it. That aside, I've also been told that it makes you act like a twit, causes bouts of forgetfulness, and slowly poisons your liver. Well, she was well educated. That is true, to a point. Eventually you become addicted to it. Not everyone does, but there's a possibility. Then why drink it? Some people enjoy losing control over themselves, and many love to forget. Like the waiter, or he's probably the waiter. You'll see for yourself, and be able to form your own opinion soon. I would rather not. Hey, that was another huff. I like that. Honestly, I'm more than fine with following the popular opinion. It is often correct and has saved me a lot of trouble in the past. When my thoughts wander to say for days, a man who I believed is the waiter comes to our table. Or he's probably the waiter. What can I get you? 2 beers, any brand you'd like. Coming right up. When he departs, I find myself curious about 2 things. Firstly, I have to drink 2 beers? No, one is for me. Why would you want to drink one? I'm one of the people who enjoy losing a bit of control over themselves. Well, don't lose control all over me. I would have not pegged him of the sort. At any rate, the second thing... What's a brand, sir? Does it have something to do with fire and iron? Pardon? Well, we used to brand cattle and other animals with a symbol that would associate them with their farmer, right? That is, if I remember my history. That was with fire and iron, so this is something similar? I'm not saying something stupid, am I? Is it how the alcohol is made, perhaps? Are the ingredients burned in some way before they're officially beer? Maybe with some sort of spiritual symbol? She's overthinking this. It's funny. They do call them spirits, after all. There must be a reason for that, right? Why isn't he saying anything? Or is it something to do with real spirits? She's so lost. Like some sort of rite where each batch is brewed in honor of someone who's died? That would be pretty cool, actually. That would make alcohol a lot more appealing. I mean, I've read these places can be very strange, and am I close? Nope. Oh, please let me be close. No. No, you are not close. Crap, I should have shut up way earlier. Why'd I ramble like that? Now I look like the fool. Honestly, though, I'm a little disappointed. Some fantasy would be nice. Yeah! Some fantasy would be great. Winter, I'm starting to think you've already gotten yourself drunk off the atmosphere. Oh, please. Here you go. The waiter has returned, bearing 2 tall and thick tankards foaming at the brim. Beer, right? I know more vodka and wines. One is placed in front of Cyrus, and the other in front of me. Enjoy. He leaves. I peek over my cup's lip and peer into its mouth. The beverage does not take kindly to my curiosity, bubbling and spitting at me. Ugh. I withdraw with a start. How intimidating. Sir? Don't be such a baby, it won't kill you. There will be much worse things you'll have to swallow than alcohol, trust me. He's got that look in his eye again. It sounds as though Cyrus is perfectly fine with bending over, should the situation demand it. Ingesting things like this? Ingesting things worse than this? Allow me to apologize, Cyrus, but I am not a wimp. I know to draw the line. I can read. Not really. It's quite the opposite of weakness, really. It's strength. No one is going to be forcing me to do anything I don't agree to. That said, I did say I would drink some of this. Lifting the glass with both hands, I gingerly tip it towards my lips and take in a mouthful. I mean, oh heavens, I do not want to drink this. I swish the liquid a bit, and as it mixes with my saliva, it seems nearly viscous. Viscous? Even? I want to retch. It is simply the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth. Atrocious. It bullies the back of my throat with a sizzling, no, a burning sensation that is spread throughout my entire oral cavity. The ordeal lasts less than 10 seconds before I stop thinking and just swallow it. Ah, come on. Goosebumps ripple across my skin and my eyes water. The beer drains down my esophagus, raising everything in its descent. This is disgusting. Cyrus proceeds to drain half his glass with a speed rivaling my mother's and with an expression just as insensible. It amazes me that he can stomach it, and even more that he's willingly subjecting himself to it. Oh, this is pretty okay, actually. Best I've had in a while. I thought you said he's never drank before. You're joking. That was worse than what I imagined piss to taste like. And the sensation, everything about it is just, it's disgusting. Honestly, I find myself at a loss for words here. The beverage is just nasty. Finish that glass, and we'll move along. You're terrible, Cyrus. You're a terrible person. I'm not finishing this. Do it. You got all serious. Do it. I mock him. Such a teenager. Don't take that tone. Just finish your glass. Finish my glass? I let my hands drop with gravity, my cup crashing onto the table. This is what you want me to finish. Then Cyrus, who I am quickly losing respect for, I will drink this mug, and in fact finish it, if you do one thing for me in the future. Ooh, we're asking for favors. The student has become the master, or will, I'm assuming. Pardon? It isn't loud in here, Cyrus. I know that you heard me. Well then, what do you want me to do? Nothing now. The future is not now. Now is the present. The future is later, and I will tell you then. What? You're sure you're not drunk, Winter? Hush. Aw. Fine. You'll have your way if you'll have mine, Winter Harrison. It is a deal you cannot break, sir. With that, I drained my glass in a matter of seconds using a technique I observed over years. When I set it down, there was a naught but suds. Cyrus is impressed. I am appalled. What? This is so nasty. I squeezed my eyes shut and let the wave of warmth and trembling feelings wash over me. Ugh. Mercy, Winter. That was something else. How are you feeling? I answer him with a stare and a shiver. Really? I shake my head. Honestly, now that the wretched experience of an instant is over, I realize I was overreacting. While certainly vile, it doesn't seem to be immediately damaging. It looks like it will take more than one beer to impair my judgment. Either that, or this stuff's effects are simply delayed. I am fine, I think. You should be. Yes, I realize I might have spoken too soon, as I suddenly feel a bit as though I'm glowing? It's not a terrible feeling, and I seem to still be myself. All is in order. I don't feel much different at all. Give it some time. You don't really drink too much anyway. There usually isn't a whole lot of alcohol in beer. Wonderful. Both my theories are true. Okay, so what now? Now we begin conversing. Cyrus discreetly points at a man in a corner. I'm going to talk to that man. You take the one at the counter. Try bringing up work and going on from there. Oh, and of course, don't forget to keep where we're from and why we're here a secret. That kind of bartering chip shouldn't even be allowed to you kids. I'm going to talk to him alone? Well, yes, I think it would make him pretty uncomfortable to have both of us ganging up on him. Oh, I don't know about this. Don't worry, the bartender is right there, and I'm not far either. Nothing will happen to you. It's not that. I'm just not very good at talking to people. Oh, she's socially awkward. Great. You're doing fine with me. You're my superior. Just go over there and give it a try. Is that the fourth huff I've seen in this episode so far? I think so. Fine. I get out of my seat and immediately yank at the table's edge as the floor shifts. It sounded like the table fell over. Oh no. My knees quiver with fear and I literally plant my feet, my heart thumping like I'm about to die. Gracious, what was that? Did something happen? Have we failed? Haha. Calm down, you're just a bit tipsy. You got her drunk! You perv. Shut up. I pause. Tipsy. Oh, buzzed. Right. I'm just... Ah, crap. Just get over there. I surprise myself, briskly taking strides to the counter. Oh, I like the music. Yeah, this is really mellow. I really like it. I find the act of curiously challenging and amusing. Each step I consider rather silly in shakiness, and I began wondering about how people learn to walk at all. It's not how my thoughts usually go, I think. I can't quite remember what I usually think about right now. I am not drunk. I have an idea of what it is I'm looking for. Frick! God dang it! I have an idea of what that is from looking, and this is not it. Alright, I am tipsy. Goodness, I'm unbalanced. I start slowing near the stools and suddenly break out in a cold sweat. I'm not good with people, so when am I going to talk to a man? While I'm considering this, in order to stop, it's not processed physically. I sit right next to the gentleman as if it's the most natural thing in the world and we are the oldest of pals. Strong ties, bonds formed from years of manual labor at the piers. I wonder how much alcohol I actually drank. Enough of this. Engage the man by his eyes. Yes, like that. Like in the books. Oh, she reads books on how to not be a social outcast. This guy doesn't look too rough. The last episode she said the guys look like they came from a construction site. This guy looks pretty formal. Lean forward and get a closer look, Winter Harrison. Oh, well, isn't he scruffy? Does look like he hasn't shaved in a while. Almost in an adorable way. His cheeks are thin and dashed all over with stubble, and his eyes are soft and caring. He vaguely reminds me of a father I knew that was not mine, but classmates. I open my mouth and mentally say, hello. But the order is again not actually processed, so I just hang my jaw and stare. He notices. Hello there, miss. Hello. It is all I can do to say this. I fail to keep his attention, and his eyes return to the television above the bar. Television. That's right. They have that here. It seems to be a sports channel that he's watching. Not that I know which. Go Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I only know it is sport and as there is a ball and there are people and they're both on a field. Ah, and it seems to involve only sculpted men. A particularly intimate sport. Wait, I'm overthinking it. Though I do believe that most sports have peculiar and exciting kind of subtext. This one, I think, I could particularly like to watch. And I don't have a lot of time tonight, so I think we're going to stop there. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video, leave a favorite if you really liked the video, and if you thought this was one of the greatest things you've ever seen, please hit the subscribe button. Gotten. Thanks. Have a great day.